So I am short, and maturing for me was understanding that what I was wearing was making me look even shorter. These are things that I avoid in order to fool everyone into thinking that I'm much taller than I am. So let's start with some general information. A general metric for when you're short is that you want everything to look natural. That would entail balancing out your body and balancing out your proportions. If you have a short torso, making it look longer. If you have short legs, making them look longer. You get it. That's kind of like the general thing. For short people, generally we have the disadvantage of having super short legs to begin with, unless you have like a super short torso. But as a short person, we want to elongate the legs, bring the waistline higher, and that's going to give the illusion that we're taller than we are. Because have you seen like someone that's like really tall, like they're 80% legs? So making your legs look longer will make you look taller. So here's what I avoid in order to make myself look taller. The low waist trend. So I know this has been a really big trend that has come back recently, but this only looks okay on people that are really tall, because low waist pants will shorten your legs by bringing your waistline lower. Higher or even a mid-rise pant will make your legs look longer by bringing your waist higher than your natural waistline. And the higher your waist naturally lays, the longer your legs are going to look in contrast. This depends on your proportions, of course, but if you have a naturally short torso, you might want to wear a mid-rise in order to not shorten your torso too much, because we do want to make your torso look shorter, but not like if you have a naturally high torso, then you can wear a high-rise pant because you have the torso room to spare. The oversized trend. Wide leg pants or even wider jackets, anything really wide is going to widen the look of your body, whether that be the top or the bottom. The wider that something is, the more your body's going to look stout, short and wide. With being short, it's pretty important to keep everything pretty slim to your body if you can get away with it. A slimmer silhouette will lengthen your figure. People always think I'm way taller than I am because I'm always wearing like slim clothes, pretty like tight to the body, when in reality I'm pretty short. A balanced outfit can change the entire look of your body, as well as anything oversized. Like in general, oversized, you're more likely than not to be swimming in it. Again, keeping anything close to the body. When you don't have much height, you shouldn't compromise on the width of your outfit. So try to keep it pretty slim. Okay, longer jackets. I am definitely guilty of this because all of my jackets are oversized and long, but I'm working on getting them tailored and cut to fit me better. A longer jacket is going to lengthen your torso and shorten your legs. And like I said in the beginning, making your legs look short is going to shorten kind of your entire body, unfortunately. And when you're short, unless you have leg length to spare, meaning you have a really short torso, you shouldn't compromise on the leg length. So making your legs look longer is going to balance the length of your torso and your legs and make you look more proportional, which is obviously the goal. Okay, midi lengths. I'm biased because I think that midi lengths are horrendous, but that's probably because I've only ever tried them on myself and I think they look horrendous on me. But midi lengths are the death of short people. It's going to cut your leg short and shorten where your leg ends. And when you're already short, wearing a midi is going to accentuate just how short you are. I would avoid them if I could. Maxi lengths specifically that hit all the way to the ground are going to look the best, because it might sound weird, because if you can just avoid the whole foot thing and just make it all look like leg, it's going to make you look even taller. If you're wearing a maxi that hits at your ankle and you can see your foot, it's still going to give the illusion of like, this is my leg and this is my foot, whereas like a full maxi all the way to the ground is going to be like, this is just my whole leg. So I look really tall. I know it sounds weird, but just try to go for a maxi that just is all the way to the floor if you can. Also mini skirts. This kind of goes with the same thing about maxi. Oh my gosh, this is kind of the same thing about midis looking awkward. Maxis, minis can also look really awkward. They have to be done really well. And normally this is going to be executed the best by finding the miniest mini skirt you can. And I know this sounds like I'm promoting you dressing like a whore, and it's because when you're short, you have to. Because you should, first of all. And when you're short, you kind of have to. If you have a mini skirt that's kind of like a mid-thigh length, it's going to be kind of awkward on your short legs, because the skirt is naturally going to be part of your torso. And if you're like lengthening a mini skirt and making it just way longer than a mini skirt should be, it's gonna make your legs look really short. Does that make sense? Showing as much thigh as you possibly can is gonna give you the most like, this is leg. This is all leg going on. And this personally works for me, because if I'm going to be wearing a mini skirt, I want it to be like miniature, like really small. Like I want to give full whore in my mini skirt. It's really either extremes when it comes to skirts, because skirts are very particular. You're either going to go for the longest maxi you can or the shortest mini that you can. That's the guide on the skirts. Ankle strap shoes. This one does really hurt me because back in the day I would die on a hill wearing my ankle strap heels, and that's like basically all that I wore. Not to mention how much more comfortable they are than your standard heel or your sling back that you're constantly like pulling back up onto your heel. But being a short girl and actually learning what looks good on me is realizing that ankle straps don't flatter my short body and my short legs in particular. At least like ankle straps that are showing outside your outfit. If you're wearing an ankle strap but your pant covers it, you're fine to wear an ankle strap. Sometimes I still do, but if it's showing outside your outfit and it's not a nude, that is also an exception. If you're going to be wearing an ankle strap as a short person, wear a nude ankle strap and like a well-fitting nude that does blend into your leg. I, as a tan girly, cannot find nude. Nude is not a thing for me. I am dark. An ankle strap is going to leave a clear demarcation of where your leg ends and your foot starts. And like I said, if you can avoid the foot in general and just make it look all like leg, I know I've said this before in a video, but if you're wearing like a leather pant and you're wearing a leather boot, it's gonna just look all leg and you're gonna look taller. It's gonna give you the illusion, cohesion in your outfit. So the identification of an ankle strap, especially a black, like the darkest ankle strap you can on like your skin color, is going to identify very strongly where your leg ends, and that's not what you want as a short person trying to look taller, at least. I think what looks best, if not the standard heel that you just like, it fits your foot perfectly, sling back, because a sling back is going to give you like a, you get me. A sling back is just not gonna have anything in the front of your foot. It's only gonna be in the back, so it's gonna make your leg look long. Yeah, but like I said, if you must wear an ankle strap because it is way comfier, like objectively, nude. If you can find nude, because you'll never catch me wearing a nude. Like the most nude I have is this nude bra. This is not nude. This is white on me. Struggles of being dark. Pieces that go past the waist. Shoulder bags and smaller bags are clearly going to look better because when you are short, you don't have a lot of room to spare. So if anything's gonna go past like your waistline, like if you could wear something that hits right here, crops all your jackets right here, that's ideally gonna give you the longest leg look. If you can't, there's some ways to get around it. So a shoulder bag, let me grab one. I have two for you guys. Okay. Shoulder bag, you see how it cuts like right here? This is perfect because it's like just staying on the torso. It's not going any deeper than my torso, so it's going to keep the waist where it needs to be. Whereas if it were like down here, it would drag the waist a little bit. Is this making sense? I hope this is making sense. This is even better because it's even higher. You see, right at the waistline. It's perfect. Inversely, totes, gonna drag your body down. Any type of big bag is going to drag your waist down, unfortunately. And like, you'll still catch me at the grocery store with my Trader Joe's tote. Like, don't get it wrong. I'm still rocking my totes, but for aesthetic purposes, shoulder bags are the best. Also, like in contrast, because when you're short, you're normally like a small person. Like for the most part, like you're short, so you're like just smaller than most people. A smaller bag is just not going to drown out your whole body and make you like look the size you are. Whereas if you're wearing a huge bag, you're gonna look like tiny. Like, I know I backed up so I look even smaller, but you're just gonna look even smaller with a giant tote because it's not what you should be wearing. A tote is naturally just gonna make you look way smaller than you are, and short because it's gonna go past the waistline. So those are my tips and what I think you should avoid if you're trying to look taller as a short person. And honestly, like I a lot of times look really short because I'm wearing an oversized jacket. A giant. Don't follow these rules if you don't want. I know I put this in every one of my fashion videos, but fashion is fluid. Like, you don't have to follow these rules if you don't want to. I know that I break these rules all the time, but if you enjoyed my video, please make sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps me out, really lets me know that I'm making the right content for you guys. And anyway, if you enjoyed my video, give it a like, make sure to subscribe. I know that I'm making the right content for you guys, and I will see you in a few weeks in my next video, so I will see you then.